I'd like to call public hearing to order for April 13th, 2026. We have several items on public hearing. The first item is TP Ordinance 2612, an ordinance establishing North Oshner Lane as a no-truck route in District 2. Anyone here to speak on that? The next item is TP Ordinance 2613, an ordinance amending Chapter 12, Building and Building Regulations, Article 1, Section 12-2, Building Permit Fees Established, and Article 2, Fences, requiring a permit for fences within major subdivisions, providing for a permit fee, requiring gate access, prohibiting fences within servitudes or obstructing drainage, and providing for related matters. Anyone to speak on that? The next item is a condemnation hearing. The first one is 15122 Wadesboro Road in Ponchatoula, assessment 1988204. This is in District 10. Jerry, do you want to take these together? The second one is 17283 East Park Avenue in Hammond, assessment 2134404 in District 7. Yes. Turn the mic on, Jerry.
Sorry, you got me?
Yeah.
All right, in reference to both of these properties, they've been through the process to where we've posted both of those structures, one being a single wide burned home at the address of 17283 East Park, and the other property is a non-occupied brick home at 15122 Wadesboro Road. Both of these structures were posted. They're both a danger to the community. They're definitely condemnable. I've been on dealing with both the parties, the heirs, and the property owners for both of these structures. In regards to Wadesboro Road, I have Ms. Summer Vignair. She's here this evening to speak on their behalf for Wadesboro Road, and she's also here for East Park. Both of these structures have been through the process of going through the building official with Robert Morgan, and our parish president have both signed off on both of these structures. We've had the ROC meeting already for both of these dates, for both of these sets of properties, and we're here for the owner's hearing and to move forward condemnation if possible. Thank you. Would you like to speak to Ms. Vignair now? Or
If she would like to.
she's here.
Afternoon. Summer Vignair, I'm here on behalf of the Wadesboro property. I have spoken with the other heirs to that property, and we have scheduled a day to go in and demolish that property. In fact, it's scheduled for the 19th, so we're just asking for 30 days extension.
See it that? Are you? You want to wait until? Okay. Okay.
Then with respect to the property owned by Mr. Richardson, he is incarcerated. He's actually pending competency hearings, and it's anticipated that he is going to be deemed incompetent and hospitalized for at least 6 months to a year. He has sent a message to me asking for me to appear on his behalf. I am an attorney to appear for his behalf and ask for an extension so that he can have items removed from the property, but he is unable to be here. So I told him that I would do so.
Okay, so you're an attorney
I am, yes,
representing
ma'am.
both of these parties? Okay. All right.
He is
Well,
asking for 30 days as well. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, these will come back up under regular business.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, and the last item is TP Resolution R2614, a resolution of the Tangipahoa Parish Council, President Government, granting preliminary approval for Pinecrest LLC non-processing transfer station located on the north side of Highway 442 and east of Highway 1063, Independence in District 4. We have several people who've turned in forms to sign. You'll be given 3 minutes, and we'll take Ben Blunt first. When you come to the podium, please state your name and your address.
I know I get to be the keynote speaker here. This really isn't my thing. Ben Blunt, I live out on Highway 440. What else did you want to know?
Your name and address.
Name and address, so 25974 Highway 442 Independence, Louisiana, 70443. So I live about quarter mile, half mile down from where this Pinecrest facility will be, within 3,000 feet of it. I'm opposed to it, and I have my wife here with me, my mother-in-law who lives by us. I wanted to get some questions on the record. I don't know if it can be addressed or answered or what, but I just want to get it all on the record. So the concerns I have is the integrity of the waste that will be disposed of there. My understanding, it's a type 3, it's construction demolition debris, but you can still end up with things there that don't belong there. And so my concern is those things that end up there that don't belong there, like asbestos, lead paint on siding or wood or any of that kind of stuff. And then kind of with that is when that kind of material ends up in a place like that, and you have rain and you have, you know, how is the waste going to be processed? How is the waste water that is generated from, you know, when it rains on it and accumulates? If you have a flood event, how will that be handled? What kind of facility will this be to be able to contain that kind of, you know, waste? So lead, asbestos, you could end up with treated wood there with CCA material in it. It's not good stuff. I'm worried about groundwater is what I'm worried about. I have a well. I've been on a well for 20, 25 years there. Several people that live by me are also on wells, so that's a big concern for us. Question I have is, are they going to have test wells around this facility to determine if whatever they have in place is actually working? Is it containing anything, or is anything getting out? The traffic. 442 is a dangerous place. I live on it, and I don't, you know, people drive fast on that road. They really do. And there's a lot of people on that road. A lot of big trucks already. There's a lot of gravel pits up the road from us. So we already have a lot of heavy truck traffic in the area. Now we're going to have potentially this facility right down the road from me. Is there going to be a turning lane for it? Is the shoulder of the road's going to be, you know, it's big. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's big shoulder road. You know, you've got deep ditches. There's a lot of concerns there. It's not really that wide of a road. So with all that extra traffic around, you know, I have concerns. And then as far as hours of operation, like what is this facility going to operate? You know, is it all night long, 24 hours? Is it, you know, really early in the morning, really late at night? What kind of noise pollution will there be? What kind of dust will be produced by this place? They say they're going to handle or could handle sheetrock, drywall. They could handle concrete. I don't know what their plan is with it. I have a question whether or not this facility is a building. Is it indoors or is it outdoors and exposed? You know, so all of this dust and debris is just available to kind of disperse in the atmosphere around it.
Mr. Blight, your time's up.
Okay.
I wrote down your questions. We'll try to get those answered.
Okay, and a misting system.
I'm sorry.
Will it have some kind of system to disperse that dust? All right, thanks.
Thank you.
What was the last
He was
comment?
asking if it
Would there be some
had a
kind of
misting system.
A misting system.
Yeah. Next is Chris Fisher.
My name is Chris Fisher. I live at 49385 Kinchin Road, and this facility is going to be right across the highway from where I live, so I'm clearly opposed to it, and I'm sure everybody understands why. So I moved to this parish with my family. I built a home, invested a lot of money and time into building my life here. That being said, I'm a reasonable man. I understand that the parish needs to expand and develop. I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is how this project has been pushed through. First, it started with the changing of the parish regulation, and apparently the Trinity Group or Pinecrest had some input into this by the wording of it. This dump would not have been allowed under the original regulation. You changed the distance restrictions and pushed this thing on through. That's what paved the way to get us here. There was no public awareness campaigns for this. As you heard all the questions from my previous speaker, it took some time for the residents to become aware of what was going on. Few people came to meetings, you started getting questions. The information was presented seemingly as half-truths. And these are some examples, and the reason I'm citing them is to set the record straight. You were asked why the parish needed these new dumps, because there was talk of 4 in this district. Your response was that the existing dump was getting full and it was to the benefit of the residents of the parish. What you didn't mention is that other parishes will be allowed to use this. We had to read up on this, find out for ourselves. When it came out about the other parishes, the public made a point to argue against Orleans and Jefferson Parish being able to use the site and filling it up. The council was quick to jump up and state that the new regulations prevented those 2 parishes from using the site. However, you neglected to mention the 25 other parishes that are able to use it. That doesn't benefit Tangi. That benefits the people, the parishes within the 100-mile radius as stated in the regulation. You were asked if hazardous materials would be permitted to be dumped. You said no, but as the regulation reads, and correct me if I'm wrong, during declared states of emergency, that could be permitted. In 2024 alone, a state of emergency was declared 46 times. It's 46 times in 1 calendar year that we could have the opportunity to have hazardous waste entered into that site. And again, correct me if I'm wrong. Then at a previous meeting, you told me I was wrong when I stated that the council was cramming all these dumps in the same area. To defend the position, you stated that the regulation limited the sites to 2 north of Highway 30 and 2 south, but the sites are all contained in 1 district in this parish. Highway 30 is not an invisible barrier that's going to stop things from concentrating in that area in our district and affecting us greatly. I believe I like to live by is this: if I do something, but I'm not willing to talk about it honestly in public, then perhaps I shouldn't be doing it. Maybe we need to adopt that mindset when regarding to this. One of my last points is something that has bothered me from the very beginning. In one of the earliest groups, a gentleman from the Trinity Group, or Pinecrest LLC, made comments during a meeting demanding that the residents should be sympathetic to the money that he has spent in preparation to place this dump by our homes where we live. I find that extremely insulting, and the lack of concern on how this will affect the hundreds of people is appalling. The hundreds of people that live there, that's appalling. It is very telling as to the driving factor behind this project. We should worry about their money more than our families and homes. Is that what this council stands for? Money before people? A vote yes is an answer yes.
All right, thank you.
Thank you all.
Next, I have Mr. Butch Scortina. Just state your name and your address, please.
Butch Scortina, 49283 Kensington Road, Tangipahoa, Louisiana. My main concern is the water systems. We've got creeks, we've got all this that diverts down into the lakes and all. That's where a lot of the fishing industries and things like that in Louisiana are, and also the wells. We about 20, maybe 40 years ago, had some drilling done for wells, oil wells, and it affected our water systems. So we don't have deep water systems, so we've got to make sure that that doesn't get affected by this. Is there a safe way that this is going to be handled as far as preventing seepage or anything? You know, this is some of the questions that I have. And how will we know what the outcome is going to be on it?
Your microphone.
Yes.
I just want to clarify that when he says water system, he's talking about his personal residential well.
Well, the wells and the
And
water around, the drainage and things.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
And when will we find an outcome on this, or an answer?
Well, this item will come back up under regular business. This is just a public hearing right now. So
Okay.
it'll come back up during the council meeting. All right, next is Joseph and Gloria Coslin.
I'm Joseph Coslin. I live on 49328 Kitchen Road. I'm concerned, I got a water system too. And I'm concerned, like my neighbor just was talking, they came out there and dynamited for water, or whatever it was, for oil or whatever, and it ruined our system. So we gotta do everything possible, try to keep it where you can drink water, filter it. Sometimes you can filter it. It gets clogged up so quick that you have to put another filter on it. My main concern was this place was already being developed before we even knew anything about it. And I don't know why, because we had the same thing done to us as far as the school board. They made decisions before the parents knew anything about it. And they moved where we were supposed to meet at, not only once, twice. But this is more a concern like our kids were in school. They wanted to do certain things in school, but the council, whoever was in charge, I think Mr. Williams was one of them, and I personally knew him. We didn't know nothing about it, so they moved it from one place to another place, and then actually moved it to Sumner. I don't know if y'all know where Sumner is at, but it kind of teed off a lot of parents that decisions was being made before we knew about it, what it was about. And this is basically the same thing what's going on here, the way I look at it, and a lot of other neighbors, that somebody must have made a decision already to buy this property, to do what they're doing to it now, digging a hole, get it all ready already. It seemed like decisions was already made. And I think it should have been the parents, the people that live down this road, knowing this was coming in. I'm sure you wouldn't want this in your backyard. And I'm not trying to get mad about it, but it's something to be concerned about because I got kids, grandkids, and I got neighbors, good neighbors. I mean, we might have a few words every once in a while, but I got news. I got some good neighbors. And I wasn't a good boy when I was growing up because I tackled every neighbor I could possibly tackle and didn't laugh about it after. But I love everybody now. I'm old. I'm an old man. That's what they call me, the old fella.
Joe, I went to school with you.
Do what?
School with you.
And I'm hard of hearing. So y'all gotta forgive me if y'all say something I don't hear. Forgive me.
Well, thank you, Mr. Coslin. Your time's up, so,
My time's up, huh?
yes, sir.
Okay. Give me a
Thank
little
you.
time to get out of here now.
No, you don't have to leave. All right, next we have
Thank y'all.
Joanne Jones.
Yes, Joanne Jones, 11056 John Jones Lane, Tickfaw, Louisiana. I live off of Woodhaven Road, and I believe we've had some great speakers that had questions that we needed answered. And I'm kind of like them. I've been seeing the driveway built up there for years. All of a sudden, I've been seeing the road. It's right down from my parents on 442. And that was our question, is like, is it already passed? I meant for them to go in and develop everything and for it to look like that, you know? And I didn't know all the things that I've heard here today. And I just saw where it said you have a number you can call to ask them things. So I hope we get answers to the questions we have, because we live out in the country. That's the reason we moved there, and I've been there 72 years, and all of a sudden we have things developing all around us with the solar panels right down the road on Woodhaven, that over here on 442. So something's just, it's getting too much on a little community. And we thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, and the last one is Justin Jacobson.
I'm Justin Jacobson, 33501 Highway 43, Independence. I got 3 little points here. One, that Waste Pro, it's 2 sites south of 40, 2 sites north of 40. Waste Pro currently holds both available permits in the area. No permits are currently available to be issued south of Highway 40, as I'll read the law. Let's see. And Steve Barnum with Pancras, he keeps, at every meeting I've been to, he always says that he was sought after by the parish government. I'm sure everyone here, including myself, would like to know who in the government wanted him to come here, or them to come here. Unless Steve's a liar, I don't know. And then, that's about it. So, y'all know where I stand.
There's no one else to speak on that. We will move into our regular business meeting. If you have a cell phone, please mute it or turn it off. We'll have the invocation by Councilman Sinagra, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll lead that.
All right, let's pray. Heavenly Father, Lord, just thank you for this day. Thank you for bringing us all here safe, Lord. I just ask that you give this council the knowledge and wisdom to make the decisions for this parish, Lord, that is in your will, Lord, that we do what you want us to do by our decisions, Lord. And I would like to just pray for everyone that's here, Lord, and their travels back and forth home. Lord, and I'd like to lift up all our teachers that they go into their last 6 weeks or so of school, Lord, that they're educating our next generation of kids, Lord, that's going to help lead this parish, Lord. And I ask that you just bless our parish workers and from what they got to do, and the administration on the decisions they make each and every day, Lord, to guide the parish and lead it, Lord. And pray for all our police officers, first responders, Lord, that take care of us in this parish and protect us, and just go do what they have to do and their families, Lord. And pray for our military that takes care of us in this country and abroad, Lord, and their families, Lord, that they just give them a peace that surpasses all understanding when their family is away on duty, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All veterans and active military, please render the proper salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Z, will you call roll, please?
Mr. Sinagra.
Here.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Here.
Mr. Joseph.
Present.
Mr. Havis.
Here.
Mr. Richtel. Mr. Mays.
Here.
Mr. Wells.
Here.
Mr. Vial.
Here.
Ms. Hyde.
Here.
Ms. Ciotat. Here.
All right. Hopefully, everyone's had a chance to look over the minutes that were emailed from the March 23rd meeting. I'll entertain a motion to approve those.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Joseph, second by Mr. Wells. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ingraffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis.
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial.
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
Does anyone wish to address an agenda item that was not on public hearing? Not, President Miller, will you come and give us your report, please?
All right, good evening, everyone. We have a few proclamations to do this evening. The first one is National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, which we have 911, I'm not sure how many, but it looks like we've got a good number, great. We have Kevin here, special, with, as the director. And so it's National Public Safety Telecommunications Week, whereas public safety telecommunications are the first and most critical point of contact for citizens in need of emergency assistance. And where these dedicated professionals we have in front of us serve as a link between the public and emergency responders, including law enforcement, fire services, and emergency medical personnel. And whereas public safety telecommunicators in Tangipahoa Parish perform their duties with exceptional skill, professionalism, and composure, often under stressful and life-threatening circumstances. And whereas they are responsible for receiving emergency and non-emergency calls, dispatching appropriate resources, and providing life-saving instructions to callers, all while maintaining a calm and reassuring presence. Whereas their commitment to public safety, compassion for others, and unwavering dedication contribute significantly to the well-being and security of our community. And whereas National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week provides an opportunity to recognize and honor these individuals for their indispensable service and sacrifices. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Tangipahoa Parish Government and the Tangipahoa Parish Council do hereby recognize April 12th through the 18th, 2026 as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week in Tangipahoa Parish, and encourage all residents to join in expressing our gratitude and appreciation for the men and women who serve as the voice behind the call in times of need. Be it further proclaimed that we extend our sincere thanks to all public safety telecommunicators for their continued service, dedication, and commitment to protecting the citizens of Tangipahoa Parish. In witness whereof, we have hereunto set our hand and caused the seal of Tangipahoa Parish government to be affixed on the 13th day of April 2026, and signed by Chair Bridget Hyde and myself as Parish President. And we can present this to you, Kevin, and all of you. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all. And I do want to make a quick statement, and Kevin, I'm going to turn it over to you. In my previous life in my technology world, I actually got to, the 911 was one of my clients. So I worked in there for about 15 years with them, about 15 years with them, and sat there a lot of times when a lot was going on, and it can be very hectic, and it's right. They stay calm, they stay cool, and on the other end, people, we as the callers are losing our mind, which we get. But in that room, it's unbelievable how much they handle a call. And a simple wreck on the interstate can cause 25 or 30 calls about the same incident. So you can imagine when it's something big, but they always do a great job, and it was a pleasure to be able to work with them during that time. Kevin, you want to make a comment or two?
So thank you, thank you for this honor. Today I celebrate 11 months with the 911 Center, and these are some of the most amazing people I've ever worked with. I've never met a group of people who are so different and so alike in the same room. They take every single day as it's a passion. It's something you can't describe until you come see it. So I will again invite all of you, come see them. Come see what they do. Come see what he's talking about. When you're staring at 6 screens, you have a mom screaming on the phone because her child just committed suicide, and you have a fire department calling and you're doing all this, and they do it each and every day without fail. They never step down. They never say no. The most amazing people.
next one, proclamation we have is for Fair Housing Month. Is anybody here for that? I don't think so. So I don't have to read the whole thing then. This is the 58th year of the passage of since the passage of the Federal Fair Housing Act. And here in Tangipahoa Parish, we participate in making sure that we provide fair housing through our housing department. And our proclamation saying that we commit to doing that and continue to do that. So thank y'all for letting us do it. Now the third proclamation we're doing is kind of fun. Come on up here, Ramon. So this one is for Ramon Wheeler. I think we all know him, but we're gonna take the time to read this one for sure. This proclamation recognizes Ramon Wheeler, IT Network Administrator for the Tangipahoa Parish Library System, for receiving the Louisiana Library Association's Lifetime Commitment Award.
Big shoes.
Long life.
Long life.
He's not old enough to have a Lifetime Achievement Award. But anyway, Mr. Ramon Wheeler, IT Network Administrator for the Tangipahoa Parish Library System, has demonstrated exceptional dedication and commitment to the library system, staff, and patrons throughout Tangipahoa Parish. And whereas Mr. Ramon Wheeler was honored with the prestigious Louisiana Library Association's 2026 Gail Goldberg Support Staff Lifetime Achievement Award, recognizing library employees working every day to make a difference in the community they serve. And whereas Mr. Ramon Wheeler develops, implements, and maintains all digital resources for the 6 library branches that serve the Tangipahoa Parish population of 140,000 people. And whereas Mr. Ramon Wheeler has made a career defined by his commitment to literacy in Tangipahoa Parish and showing up each day to solve the problems to ensure the library fulfills their mission. And whereas Mr. Ramon Wheeler not only serves the Tangipahoa Parish Library System, but is actively involved in his church, parish, and general community. And whereas Mr. Wheeler's passion, persistence, and leadership have been instrumental in building a strong library system for patrons of all ages and plays an active role in providing new digital services to improve the lives of Tangipahoa Parish citizens. And whereas this statewide recognition reflects not only Mr. Wheeler's commitment and leadership, but also the positive impact his work continues to have on the lives of citizens and visitors in Tangipahoa Parish. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Tangipahoa Parish Council President hereby recognizes and congratulates Ramon Wheeler for receiving the Louisiana Library Association's 2026 Gail Goldberg Support Staff Lifetime Commitment Award, and commends him for his outstanding leadership and dedication to the community. Be it further proclaimed that the Tangipahoa Parish Council expresses its sincere appreciation for his service and proudly recognizes him as a Tangipahoa Parish leader. It's signed by myself and Mr. Lewis Joseph, because he's our representative on the library. Congratulations.
I just want to thank Robbie, thank the board, thank the LLA. I have a lot of great people standing behind me, and it was an honor to receive the award. It's an honor to receive the award from y'all too, and I want to thank my family, my wife, my mother. I have my HR, Christina, my boss, my great boss, Barry Bradford. I have my board member, Ms. Myra, back there, so I have a lot of people that supported me, and I couldn't do this by myself. Thank y'all.
Bridget, I'd like to say something too, Bridget. Okay, I'd like to make a comment. All that Mr. Miller read is true, because I know for a fact I represent the council on the library board, and Ramon does an excellent job in whichever endeavor he entails. Also, I want y'all to know that we cannot have a drainage board meeting until Ramon is present.
Nick, you want to get in it and let me take the picture? No.
right, the next item on my report is approval of bids for tires. The list is in your packets. There's multiple vendors for the various different tires. Hopefully you've been able to review that, but we're asking for your favorable approval of that so we can be ready to buy tires when we need to.
So move.
I'll second.
I have a motion by Mr. Ridgel, second by Mr. Wells. Roll call, please.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
The next item is approval of bids for landfill tires. Same list is in your packet. There's various tires there, various vendors won the different tire bid. So we're asking for your approval so we can buy tires if we need them.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Wells, second by Mr. Vial. Roll call, please.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel? Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Thank you. The next one is approval of bid for the Ponchatoula pedestrian improvement, North Fifth Street to East Beach Street sidewalk extension. The low bidder was 21st Construction LLC for $219,712. The consulting engineer went through all that, approved, says that they checked all the boxes and they're ready to go with those guys if we approve it. Again, that's it's a Ponchatoula project, but the grant funding comes through the parish and we pay for it.
I'd be happy to make that motion.
Second.
Who was that? Second? Yeah. All right, I have a motion
David.
by Ms.
Vial.
Ciotat, second by Mr. Vial. Roll call, please.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
The last thing on the agenda is appointment of the Florida Parish's Human Services Authority Executive Board. It's an appointment that the parish president makes. Ms. Mona Pellequino has served her full-time, two terms, and so she's stepping out. But Ms. Megan Candiota Paso is fully aware, been updated. Actually, she and Ms. Mona work together, have over the past, and she's fully aware of this. I think Megan is ready to take on the role that we need to keep Florida Parish's Human Services moving in the right direction.
Second.
Who was that?
Yeah, one of them.
Somebody, we got it from
We
both
have a
sides.
motion by Mr. Mayhew, second by Mr. Vial. Roll call, please.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Thank y'all very much. The only note I have is, and I'm sure Ms. Iotat's I'm gonna take a little bit of her thunder, but we just came out of the Ponchatoula Strawberry Festival. It was an incredible weekend. The weather was beautiful and looked like a lot of fun. While I was there, it was fun, so I'm sure you'll expand upon that later. Any questions? Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. All right, regular business. The first item is discussion and possible action on condemnation 15122 Wadesboro Road, assessment 1988204 in District 10.
Yes, ma'am. After hearing Ms. Summer Bicknell, is she still here, Summer? Yes, okay. Yeah, I believe that it's fair. I'd like to make that motion for the 30 days. So would ask someone to entertain that as a second.
I'll second.
Thank you, sir.
We have a motion by Ms. Ciotat, second by Mr. Vial. Roll call, please.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
All right, the next one is discussion and possible action on condemnation 17283 East Park Avenue in Hammond. That is assessment 2134004 in District 7.
Madam Chairman, that's in my district. Been working with Jerry on this for quite a while. Made many trips over to the property. So I'd just like to make the motion that we give them 30 days.
30 days.
I'll second.
All right, have a motion by Mr. Wells, second by Mr. Vial to give them an additional 30 days. Roll call, please.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde,
Yes.
could I make a comment? I just want to, on that note of the condemnations, I know that we all get the report, but just so the public understands, since 2022, when we really started pushing the focus on blighted property and we focused personnel on that process, we have identified and started the process on 228 properties, structures that we considered blighted. Of those, the parish had to handle 16. All 28 are cleaned up now. So 93% of the cleanup has been done by the owner. So it's proven that if we can start the process and talk to the owners, that they will typically take care of it. And we thank those owners for doing that. And the budget that you guys have granted to us goes a long way whenever we do it that way. So just a note that we thank the ownership for doing it. We appreciate Jerry and Terry and all the folks that work in the blighted property and our code enforcement and to get the paperwork done properly and all that to make it happen. And again, tonight, it looks like we have the two that we have, both of them, the property owner is gonna take care of it. So it proves if we work on it and notify the owners that they will do it. And just wanted to let y'all know that and let the public know that our dollars are being spent well in this case.
Thank you. All right, adoption of ordinances. The first one is adoption of TP ordinance 2612, an ordinance establishing North Oshner Lane as a no truck route in District 2.
Also move.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Ingraffia, second by Mr. Sinagra. Roll call, please.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yep.
Mr. Mayhew? Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
All right. Item 11 is adoption of TP ordinance 2613, an ordinance amending Chapter 12, Building and Building Regulations, Article 1, Section 12-2, Building Permit Fees Established, and Article 2, Fences, requiring a permit for fences within major subdivisions, providing for a permit fee, requiring access gates, prohibiting fences within servitudes or obstructing drainage, and providing for related matters. This is recommended by the DRC.
I'd like to make that motion.
Second here.
I have a motion by Ms. Ciotat, second by Mr. VL. Roll call, please.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Ridgel?
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew? Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes. All right, item 12 is adoption of Resolution R 2614, a resolution of the Tangipahoa Parish Council, President Government granting preliminary approval for Pinecrest LLC, non-processing transfer station located on the north side of 442 and east of 1063 in Independence in District 4. Just a couple of things I want to mention. When the new owners of that property bought that property, it had already been cleared. They were not the ones to originally clear that. And a lot of times, things come to us after the fact. We don't always know about projects until a resident calls. So, you know, we didn't know that this was in the works until it was already started. And that happens quite often with commercial projects. Everything we do is out in the open, and, you know, there are no behind the scenes meetings and things like that. So nothing is being hid. They originally came to us, we gave them a resolution giving them permission to go to DEQ to get a permit for a C&D site. The reason they're back here now is because they're changing that to a transfer station. So I just wanted to make sure everybody understood that. Oh, they did? That was, okay. So this is their first resolution? Okay. I was confused with the other site.
I have a few comments on this.
Yes,
Ms.
sir.
Hyde.
Go ahead.
Couple of things. I will reiterate what Ms. Hyde said. Number one is there was some work that took place out there. When the parish found out about it, they went out there and shut it down, okay? And it was a transfer of property. Number two is we did draft an ordinance, and the reason we did it was basically the parish had very little say-so in these type facilities because it was strictly state regulated. So that's why we did what we did. Number three, Mr. Jacobson, correct? Okay. It's incorrect in his interpretation, there is another site permit available, okay? I do think that a number of questions came up tonight really need to be addressed, and probably in writing. And the other thing I would tell the council is, if you read the ordinance, and this is a type 3 facility, if you look under the third public hearing, and I will read this to get it on the record, the parish council must give due consideration to the impact of these type of proposed landfill facilities at the public meeting. Considerations will include a review of the application, TRC preliminary review recommendations, and a hearing for public input, which we're having here tonight. And based on the hearing, the parish council may vote to request further information, issue the acceptance of the landfill by resolution, or deny. And that's what's in our ordinance. Once the resolution has been issued, the applicant can proceed with the application and submission requirements in section 38-188. So, I'm just thinking everybody needs to really take a long, hard look at this. You've heard from the public. I'm just making some points.
I have a couple comments as well, a couple questions really. So, I'm confused on the type 3 and the C and D. We're not talking about, so our ordinance says, correct me if I'm wrong, 2 type 3 permits below Highway 40, 2 type 3 above Highway 40?
It says sites.
Sites?
Yes,
Sites.
2 and 2, 2 north, 2 south.
So it just says 2 sites, so they can have endless amount of permits?
2 sites.
2 sites, okay. And so Tracy, I kinda got a question for you. So if I'm reading this resolution right, this says household garbage and C and D. It's what's in the resolution. Okay. Is that a type 3? Is that, what type of land, what type of transfer station is that? Is that type 2 or type 3? Per- Yeah, if you don't mind, yes, sir.
I apologize. My name is Steve Burnham. My name's Steve Burnham. I'm the president of Engineering Associates Incorporated in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I represent Pinecrest LLC as their environmental and civil engineering consultant. I've worked with them for the past 30 years on various landfill and transfer station projects. In answer to your question, Mr. Havis, the DEQ has non-processing and processing transfer stations. They don't designate them as type 1, type 2, or type 3. The transfer station that we're proposing is about as benign as you can get. It's a non-processing, non-hazardous transfer station. No materials are disposed on site. Everything's done under roof, and I'm prepared to tell you, the council, as much detail as you'd like to hear about non-processing transfer stations. They're very common in Louisiana, but I recognize that there's not one in Tangipahoa Parish, and it's reasonable that you would have questions regarding their operation.
Well, so I guess one of my questions, I'm sure it's a lot of these, the residents right there, when we're talking about household garbage, y'all compacting this, squeezing it together? How does that process work?
There's a ramp that's on the maps that were submitted to y'all. There's a ramp that smaller trucks would back up, and they dump into a larger trailer. So the theory is you'd be taking 8 or 10 loads that would typically have to travel down the roadway and let them come into one facility and take one load to the eventual disposal facility. So that material is just simply dumped into a larger trailer. It all happens under roof. Anything, if there were any liquids to escape from that, there's a drainage basin there that goes to a little tank, and that would be disposed of off-site. There's a water permit that's required by the DEQ, not because of contaminants, but just because it's an industrial facility. We've applied for that water permit. We submitted a copy of that to the parish. But there will be no waste-type materials, whether liquid or otherwise,
allowed to leave the site.
To touch the ground. What do you mean water permit? What is that,
Water discharge permit, if you've got a metals recycling facility, if you've got a automotive facility, anything that's commercial or industrial, nearly everything, few people have them, honestly, but nearly everything requires technically a DEQ water discharge permit for the rainwater that hits the facility and runs off, so that the DEQ has their hands around that.
Will anything be left overnight, or once it's dumped, it's gotta be gone that day?
It doesn't have to be gone that day, but for operation of a transfer station to make any sense, it is gone that day. But it is very possible that the big trailer could have left the site, and then a couple of more loads come in for the day. They get dumped into a second big trailer, and as soon as that big trailer's filled up the following day, it would be taken to its ultimate disposal facility. But all that occurs under roof and must be covered. So I would like to tell you a little, because it's super critical, the non-processing station part of this. A processing transfer station is allowed to dump the material onto some type of slab, a concrete slab, sift through it, pull bottles out, pull cans out, whatever you want to do, push it back together and throw it in a larger truck. A non-processing transfer station is not allowed to do that. It is direct transfer of materials from a smaller trailer to a larger trailer. I'm talking about anything from four-wheeler trailers pulled behind a pickup truck to larger commercial trailers. Could be any of the above. Could be anything that a resident wanted to bring in there. But it gets directly transferred into a larger trailer. There's no sifting through it. They are allowed to do recyclables such as metals, if that can be pulled out and put in a separate bin. So there is a beneficial reuse to recycling. There's a recycling component associated with the transfer station. But again, it's about as benign of a waste management facility as you can have. Everything is done under roof. It consolidates smaller loads into one larger load that go to the disposal facility, resulting in less trucks on the road, not more.
I have another question then.
Yes, sir.
So then why are we having this public hearing? If you're saying it's not a type 3 facility, and that's what I'm reading in the ordinance, that we have to have this public hearing, and you're saying, well, it's a benign facility, it doesn't come under that Title 3, or however you want to say it, type 3, then why are we having this public hearing if that's what it says, the reason why we're doing it?
We would have loved to have escaped this public hearing, but the ordinance added for some reason.
And that's what I'm saying. I just said you have to have a public hearing, and we're having that. You're kind of saying this facility doesn't come underneath this type 3, and I'm saying it does because we're having this public hearing, and it says it right here to have it. And it also says, based on the public hearing, the council may request further information, issue acceptance of the landfill by resolution, or deny.
Yes, sir.
That's part of the ordinance, correct? So this does, what we're doing here tonight comes under the type 3 facility.
That's exactly right.
Okay, well, you had said it didn't.
That's what
I
y'all.
misunderstood you then.
y'all
I
placed it.
misunderstood you because it sounded like you said something different.
I apologize. I didn't mean to say that. We are certainly covered
Yes.
by the
And
ordinance
that's why we're having
under
this,
that.
and this is what our ordinance
We're
says.
not questioning that the ordinance says we
Okay,
need to be here.
that's what the ordinance says. That's why we're having the public hearing.
Yes, sir.
We can get it, request additional information. We can vote for this resolution tonight, or we can deny it.
Yes, sir.
That's what it says.
Yes, sir. Well,
Okay.
I don't
Okay, I just want
argue
to be
that.
sure we're on the same page.
I think what I was trying to say was the DEQ does not put type 1, type 2, or type 3
But
designation.
we do as a parish.
Yes, sir.
That's right. So we go by parish regulations.
Yes, sir.
So let's don't confuse state with the parish.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Get your mic on.
Can anybody bring garbage in there?
That'd be something that the developers would coordinate with the parish to whatever was best for the parish and for them and come to some terms. But the answer is, yes, any resident can bring, which is one of the pluses, is that the residents have another place as a drop-off point. for materials. It wouldn't make sense for residents to come from too far. That's the whole theory of a transfer station. It's more convenient to bring it there than it is to take it to the nearest landfill. So it wouldn't make sense for people to come from far and wide, but yes, it would be open to parish residents as a separate separate drop-off facility.
Would there be a charge to the residents for that?
I'm sorry?
Would the residents be charged for that?
I hadn't been through all the details. I would presume yes. I would presume yes, but we haven't discussed that detail.
Madam Chair. So have y'all like talked to all the other garbage? They gonna bring it there and dump it? Or where's this garbage coming from? Is it new garbage?
It could be garbage, could be C&D material, could be construction and demolition debris material.
So I think what Mr. Snagger's wanting to ask, and when we see household garbage, we think garbage trucks. You gonna be taking
Correct.
garbage trucks, dumping garbage trucks there, and then hauling them to the landfill?
The garbage trucks presumably would have a contract with the parish to take the garbage to the parish landfill, and that's what we would expect them to do.
Yep.
So no, we're not looking for garbage trucks.
But
We
you
don't
got
want-
household garbage in that resolution.
If you as a resident did like I do, I live in West Feliciana Parish, we have a facility just like this. I throw my 3 bags of trash in the back of my truck rather than wheel my garbage container out to the street, and I go by the drop-off and I throw it out there. It's more convenient for me. So if it were more convenient for you, but that's household garbage. So, you know, it has to be permitted as such. So I think that would be the more applicable scenario, is a resident and their garbage not wanting to take it out to the street, but just throw it out at this facility because it was more convenient.
Madam Chair?
Mr. Wells,
So-
wait, Mr. Wells has,
Mr. Wells has something?
yeah.
Yeah, I have something to say. It seems like, without a doubt in my mind, we have too many questions that, you know, too many situations that are unanswered. And one option that this council has is that we can, have more time to, make sure we have all the information that we need. So with that in mind, I make a motion that we table this until we can have some kind of hearing for all these questions could be answered and everything be cleared up. That's my motion.
I'll second that motion because I agree, Lionel, too many questions.
If Mr. Lionel and, Mr. Buddy want some more information, I don't disagree with that.
All right, so I have a motion. Yeah,
How often does the DEQ come out and do inspections on the facility to make sure that nothing's coming in it that shouldn't be coming in it?
Their transfer station regulations require that a written form be completed daily by the facility on inspecting the location, and then that must be maintained for a period of 3 years, I think, or something like that. How often the DEQ comes out is not set in stone. I think they are required to visit any regulated facility within a certain period of time. I'm not certain what that is, but they're a little inconsistent in when they do that, but the facility would absolutely be subject to
With
DEQ regulations.
the other facilities you have, how often do they come over there?
I'm sorry?
Don't you have other facilities?
Absolutely.
How often do they come to
It
those?
varies. It absolutely varies. If you have a storm or something like that, and taking a lot of material, they could come daily. They may not come for a year otherwise, so it varies significantly.
So you don't never know when they're coming,
That's right.
they just
Usually
come
we
We have a
don't.
motion on the floor, Madam Chairman.
Well, can I say one more thing,
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Lewis? All right, so to Mr. Davis' point, we had a lot of questions from a lot of these residents here. Can we get these questions generated and sent to them and written, answered in a written form? And get out to these folks and.
Madam Chairman, that could be part of the process that I've already mentioned, and that's what I was talking about. All the questions need to be cleared up. And whatever information, whatever way we have to get those questions answered, we need to answer. So, and actually, the motion's already made.
Can I just make a few little comments? Because I think if he's gonna do this, you know, we need to be assured there's no household garbage going here. I don't know if that's in the process someplace, or if that's a question somebody had. No hazardous waste ever. And curiosity, where are y'all transferring to?
Transfer could be to any number of places. To the Tangipahoa Parish landfill would certainly be the most likely scenario. Should the parish and Pinecrest determine that there are certain instances where it would be better to take it somewhere else, then they would.
Well,
Well, waste can't
I'm
leave
very
our
confused
parish.
then, because I thought one of the reasons we went this direction is to get less into our landfill. So
correct.
you just told me it's a possibility you're gonna transfer from here to the landfill?
If that's what the parish desired.
I'm missing the boat.
Sir?
I'm missing the boat somewhere.
Doesn't our ordinance say that household garbage has to come to the landfill?
Household garbage, but he just said this transfer station may take C and D materials,
And we don't.
bring it to our landfill. Well, I thought the emphasis here was that we would put
That would-
less in our landfill.
That's correct.
But we're not doing that.
I wouldn't expect any C and D material
Yeah,
to
not
go to the
expect, but I mean,
Tangipahoa
you just
Parish
said that that's a possibility, and the reason we did this, unless I'm losing my brain here, which I could sometimes, is that we wanted to get less C and D into the landfill. So that's gotta be, wait a minute, time out. That's not why we were doing this. We were doing this to get less in the landfill, not have a transfer station so we can go take it to the landfill.
We totally understand that. It would make, I must have misunderstood when you said C and D material, because it would make no sense to pay a premium price to dispose of C and D landfill material in a subtitle D landfill, which is what Tangipahoa Parish is. So, no, you would never be expected to dispose of C
Yeah,
and
but
D
that has to be
material
someplace where,
in the parish landfill.
in writing, that that's not gonna happen, because that's the reason why we did this, or I thought the reasoning behind this was
I'm
this.
certain
Madam
that
Chairman,
Pinecrest would be.
I raise a point of order.
All right.
We have a
Because
motion.
we have a motion on the floor, and there's discussion going all the kind of way. The first thing that we need to take care of is the motion that was made and seconded.
All right, Ms. Dizzy, will you call roll?
Mr. Sinagra,
Yes.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph,
Madam Chairman, based on my limited knowledge of this project and the concern from the citizens out there, I also vote that we table to get more information.
Mr. Havis,
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yes.
Mr. Mayhew.
Yes.
Mr. Wells. Mr. Vial,
Yes.
Ms. Hyde,
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
All right. Board appointments, the next one is,
Ordinance requires notice to be given to property owners, that's why folks are here tonight to speak to this. And it gives the date of the meeting, the date of the public hearing, which is tonight. So the board has now taken action to continue this to another night, to table it. So it is my, I guess, question, do we have to go through the advertisement process again? The whiteboard is up, it has been up for 30-plus days. I don't think that would be required, but I don't want us to get back here for the next meeting, and then we have that issue kind of get in the way. So I think we've complied with the ordinance, we've given notice, we're here for the public hearing. If the board takes action to table it, that's the board's pleasure.
Turn the mic on.
You're asking me a question cold, but my inclination is that you're correct, but I want to look at the ordinance before.
All right, let's you and I talk about that very soon, because I don't want us to get back here and not be able to take this matter any further for that particular reason.
well, I don't think we need to have a long time limit like they do originally with the sign, but I think we do need to let the residents know somehow.
Well, if it's tabled to a date certain, then we leave here
Well,
tonight
typically,
knowing.
when we table, it's the next meeting, which would
Okay.
be in 2 weeks from tonight.
Okay.
And I think that should give us plenty of time to get our answers, so,
Okay, thank you.
yeah. All right. The first board appointment is Tangipahoa Voluntary Council on Aging, Mr. Joseph Springer. This is an unexpired term. Mr. Joseph, that's in your district,
Yes, I'd like to make that motion.
okay?
Second.
Have a second by Ms. Ciotat. Roll call, please.
Mr. Graffia.
Yes.
Mr. Joseph.
Yes.
Mr. Havis,
Yes.
Mr. Richtel.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayhew. Mr. Wells.
Yes.
Mr. Vial,
Yes.
Ms. Hyde.
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat.
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra.
Yes.
All right. Communication District 1, approval of a new appointment of Chief Lindrick Francois to serve an unexpired term. His new term will expire in June of 2028. This is recommended by the Municipal Police Association.
I spoke with the police chief today, ma'am, and he's excited about it. I make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
Have a motion by Mr. Joseph, second by Mr. Ingraffia. Roll call, please.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Richtel? Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
All right, and then Hospital Service District Number 1, approval of a new appointment of Ms. Jerry Hannibal. This is her first term that will expire May of 2032, and this is Mr. Wells' appointment.
Sure, Madam Chairman, that's my appointment. She will be replacing Ms. Jocelyn Lee, and we would just like to, let everyone know that Ms. Jocelyn Lee was a very dedicated member of the board, and she served just tirelessly. And, of course, we would like to, send that letter of commendation out to the family. So I'll make that motion.
I second.
We have a motion by Mr. Wells, second by Mr. Joseph. Roll call, please.
Mr. Havis?
Yes.
Mr. Richtel? Yes. Mr. Mayhew?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mr. Vial?
Yes.
Ms. Hyde?
Yes.
Ms. Ciotat?
Yes.
Mr. Sinagra?
Yes.
Mr. Ingraffia?
Yes.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes.
All right, beer, wine, and liquor, we have none.
None.
Legal matters? Nothing.
None.
Explain to Joe what we just did.
To Joe. So we tabled this item. It'll come back up at our next meeting. So there was no action tonight.
Why should we pay taxes when we already pay garbage tax? Why should we do that?
If you live in the rural area, you do pay a tax, and you have,
I pay a tax.
yes, sir. But it's your choice to get,
I pay my own garbage, so why should I give it to somebody else?
well, that's your choice, sir. You can take your garbage to the landfill. Okay.
Where we at?
Councilman's privileges, I have one, and we'll bring this up again at the fire board meeting, but the Manchac Volunteer Fire Department is having an open house on Saturday. I think it's 11 to 4, Storm? 11 to 4. They have done an amazing job working on that fire station. It's been damaged many times in hurricanes and flooded, and they did a ton of the work themselves, and it's beautiful. So I encourage everybody to go out and see it. And we are working on implementing a land use plan for the parish, and there are several public meetings. This isn't one of all three of them. There's public meetings planned. 2 of them are next week, and I think the other one is the following week. You have the dates. There's some flyers in the back, but I think this one is just the one on Wednesday. But one meeting will be on April the 20th, and that's gonna be at the Florida Parishes Event Center. Then April 22nd will be in Hammond at Clausen Building, and April 30th, there will be one at the Husser Fire Department. So if you'd like to give any input, they're all from 6 to 8, and there'll be refreshments provided, food and drink provided. So if you're interested in learning more or you have any input, please come and attend those meetings. We really want to hear from the public. Anyone else? Strader?
I have 2 things. We're really busy. This Saturday, we also have, in Ponchatoula at Memorial Park, we're gonna do a litter cleanup for Keep Louisiana Beautiful, so we would love to see you out there. That's gonna be pretty much all day. So if your kids need service hours or anything, bring them out. And I also want to say thank you, and I don't want to leave anyone out, but our Strawberry Board did an incredible job this weekend. I want to first thank God. He gave us a beautiful weekend. Oh my gosh, it was such a beautiful weekend of weather. Our local police department, our fire departments, our first responders, our city crews that cleaned up. Our TPSO, PPD, Hammond PD helped as well. So just want to thank everybody for that effort. I see our Strawberry King in the back. Did a great job this weekend, David. And just want to thank everybody for their support, all of the vendors that set up this weekend. It was absolutely beautiful, and just thank you guys again for coming out to support the Ponchatoula, our farmers, our strawberry industry.
Anyone else?
One quick thing, Bridget. To all my fellow veterans, we have a new veteran service officer down in Club Deluxe. He's going to come before the Vietnam Veterans of America group tomorrow night to explain what his goals are. And he met with Mr. Miller, Dawson Primes, and I think he has some good ideas, but he's going to come to the breakfast at the rec center on the 26th, I believe. If you guys are available, try to come hear what he has to say. James Lee will be the new Veteran Service Counselor for this parish. Thank you.
Mr. Joseph, that's going to be on April the 23rd.
The breakfast?
The breakfast is Thursday, April the 23rd at 9:30
Okay, I stand
Is
corrected.
that the one at Hammond Rec?
at the
Yeah.
Hammond Rec Center. Mhm.
Good
You're
job.
not supposed to correct the superintendent.
Just trying to help him out, that's all.
I stand corrected.
Anyone else? If not, Mr. Wells, I will entertain your motion. I'm sorry? Yeah, I'll give you 1 minute. You have to come to the microphone.
Mike, please.
So Ben Blunt, you want all that?
No, that's okay.
So just to clarify, I came to this meeting about the Pinecrest facility, understanding it was one thing. And what I just realized, apparently it's something else. So the man asked the question, do we need to start over? Well, absolutely we need to start over, because it's something else. That's not what's in any of the literature. I have studied this for a while now, the permits, the request, anything available on the public record. And if this is gonna have type 2 trash, which is household garbage, and anybody can bring it there, you don't know what's in it. It could be a real mess, it could be paint, it could be all
Right.
kind of stuff, so.
That's why we
could have
tabled
some
it,
real
because we
issues.
need
So
to
I
get.
appreciate y'all tabling
Yeah.
it. I'm, for the record, just so we all understand, it was apples before, now it's bananas. It's something else. Oh, the sign is not real, you'd have to stop and pull off to be able to see it. You can't really, I had to stop today to go look at it and try to take a picture of it on the road, so you can't really see it well.
And look, I know we're having another hearing. There are a couple of things that are laying around out there that maybe we can, I know we need to talk about. But number one is, we don't take hazardous waste now in the present landfill. That is not allowed in Tangipahoa Parish. Okay? And number two, which escaped my memory, which I said is fading in these days, is that in our ordinance, all household garbage is required to go to the Tangipahoa Parish landfill. Okay? That's in our ordinance.
Yeah.
So it can't go here.
And it
based on
can't leave our
ordinance. And
parish.
hazardous can't, we don't take any hazardous, period. That's all, Livingston takes all that, we do not, okay? But it is in our ordinance that all household garbage must go to the Tangipahoa Parish landfill. I want to put that on the record. I'm sorry? I can't hear you. But we're not, this is in our ordinance. This supersedes DEQ. This supersedes DEQ. Just like the hearing for this facility tonight is not required by DEQ, it's required by us.
Mr. Joseph had one other thing.
Kevin, I want to thank you and your staff for these beautiful coins. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
thank you.
I think everybody got one.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Buddy, Mr. Buddy beat you to it, Mr. Wells. Have a motion by Mr. Ridgel to adjourn.
That's all, folks.
We got a fire board meeting.